Welcome to the video shooting of Part 3 and 5. My name is Mitchell and I'm going to present about the back and forward of the video. So let's jump right in. So the fear of losing job opportunities during the interview process has caused employees to lose valuable benefits such as employment terms, salaries, policies, and other related factors. Hence, it's crucial to learn the art of negotiation in the job interview. So that we decided to build a scenario about the second round of an interview with the purpose of negotiating deeply about the employment conditions of the two parties. Next is some basic information about the scenario, which is the introduction to the two parties and the conflict between them on the round one. About the interview, who has been a manager for 5 years in the field of electronic components, with 3 years working as a quality supervisor at Samsung in Magnum. However, she was forced to relocate for personal reasons and made the decision to apply for a management position at Company X. About the interviewer, this collaboration is well known in the electronic component industry. There are two main elements the business could use to fill the position. First, they want to recruit someone who has experience working in a similar position to save training time. Secondly, they want to hire someone with extensive management expertise with the goal of expanding their business opportunities. So, they encountered some disagreement during their initial interview, which were about salary, overtime, and one of the company policies. About the salary, the range of salary between the parties is different and the amount of work required does not correspond to the compensation the company offers. And secondly, about the overtime, the company's overtime policy does not match applicants' expectations, and she won't do again. And the last is the conflict about the company's policy. That the company has a fixed policy on reviewing salary once per year, but the applicant wants it to be twice a year. And today, they made the decision to once again resume negotiations to re-evaluate and settle the disagreements. So no longer waiting, that is the video about the interview. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to the interview today. Through your CV and previous discussion, we found that you were really qualified for this position. So today will be the further discussions of whether or not you would be eligible for this job.
I am Andy, the head of Human Resources Management, and today we are really welcoming the presence of Ms. Jennifer, who is our General Deputy Director. After agreeing on a few work issues, the company decided to offer you a starting gross salaries of 28 million, depending on your performance.
So, in addition to the task in the description, what specifically the task in this position will include?
In addition to the task listed, such as needing to manage the input and output of the quality control, analysis, and control of the quality indicators, you also have to be responsible for incentivizing and developing your staff to finish and to fulfill the task and assignment in time. In addition, you also have the responsibility of developing the inspection method, the inspection standards, and the training as well. Besides that, you need to work with the departments related to the control of quality management throughout the company in order to plan to perfect the company management system and to respond to the requirements of the superior if necessary.
I have more than 5 years in this field of electronic components, with 3 years as a quality supervisor in Samsung's factory at Magnum. And with my knowledge, skills, and my experience, I am quite confident I can complete this job well. And as the company says that you will review the salary once a year. So when will it usually happen?
Our company has a review policies of salary once a year, and it begins in the end of January because that's the time the companies propose the financial statements and evaluating the performance of our employees.
If I successfully apply for this position, so the starting time will be in November, and I feel like it's disadvantageous for the salary review. So now I'm asking for the review salary for every 6 months because 1 year is quite long. And besides, reviewing every 6 months can motivate me more and ensure my benefits.
salary review once a year is agreed and announce policy for the company employee, but the company still have all the policy to ensure the benefit of employee, such as bonusing after each project is successful and highly productive work.
Besides salaries, is there any kind of benefits that your company have?
Okay, we have free lunch. OT fee will be 30% of salary. After 8, there will be dinner and social insurance, health insurance, unemployment insurance, 21%, health checkup every 6 months, 13 months salary, and holiday bonus, 5% of salary accounted per day. Jet holiday, 3 to 5 months salary. And on your night shift, OT will not be counted. Shift fees and calculated separately. So these jobs can be handed over to you in early November. Working hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch break. But then there can still be unexpected meeting or when the factory is rushing to run extra orders on weekends. Do you have any questions?
When is the OT calculated from? And is the OT on weekend different from the normal days?
OT is calculated from 6 p.m. and in the weekend, OT is about 35% of salary.
I want the weekend OT to be 40% because that's when the people need more productive and not during working time.
About this, we're afraid that that's not possible because of the company's policy doesn't allow that.
Additionally, working as an electronic components manager, because of the nature of the job, it is necessary to move between factory warehouse. The company prioritizes candidates who can move independently.
Because the location between the warehouses are quite far apart, and moving or going on isn't achieved between warehouses or provinces within the scope of work. And if possible, I hope the company can rent a car or have a suitable allowance. And according to what I have previously researched, the job released before, along with the workload and a low salary of a person with similar qualifications and experiences as me, is paid around 30 to 35 million, not the 28 million level you initially offered. And my expectations are in line with the average level for professionals with similar experience and skills. And I believe my contribution and dedication to this role are in line with my salary level expectations. And I believe I can do my job well, even better.
Thank you for sharing that information. It always be necessary to consider the discussions about salary and accompanying benefits. So what do you think about the superior in terms of issues?
After being exposed to the job and working directly with my team, I can consider methods to optimize the cost for the manufacturing personnel and operating costs as well. And there is one problem left. If possible, please postpone the start time for about a week. I can start coming to the company and get a job on November 15 because I need more time to organize my personal work and want to completely focus on the side work.
Well, we understand your wishes. So this is the end of the interview today. Thank you for spending time and coming and joining with us. We will send the results of the interview through your email within 5 to 7 days. Good luck and have a nice day.
Thank you.
So this is the end of the interview scenario. The negotiation was successful after the applicant received an email from the company. The parties somewhat achieved their initial goals, and the following is the final commitment to their negotiations. About the company side, they accept a salary of 30 and the company will support applicants' moving expenses. Besides, the applicant also agrees with the company's policy salary regarding overtime, especially OT from 6 p.m. and weekend overtime is calculated at 35% of salary. And also, the company didn't agree to review salary twice a year. However, they have another option for the interviewee, which is the bonuses after each project is successful and highly productive at work. After all, we concluded some points that both negotiating representatives needed to improve on to perform better in the negotiations next time. About the interviewer side, they should review the company's policies to provide clearer and more specific criteria to avoid falling into passive position leading to changes in some company policies. At the same time, the interviewer should carefully research the information about the candidate to come up with a suitable policy to avoid being disadvantaged and spending too much time on making decisions. On the other side, the interviewee should also research carefully about the company they are interviewing for and clearly review their talents, experience, and achievements to receive appropriate benefits. However, the interviewee needs to consider asking for too many benefits because she has not yet become an official employee and has not brought back any achievements for the company. And when the interviewee demands too much, the negotiation will fall into an awkward situation. So that is the end of our video shooting, and thank you for listening.